Hi all, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. I have some project shares that I want to do, all Valentine's. I add the sign to my, doesn't want to lay very flat, to my Valentine's wreath. And since I discovered I had two of those signs from Dollar Tree, I also, I find a place to sit up where it won't get in my way. I also did the second one in case my daughters want one. If not, I'll just use that somewhere else to decorate. I made a bunch of pillows. Some of them that I have two of, like this one. One's for me and one's for my daughters. So I did this one. I just use hot glue. I don't sew, so I just hot glue them together, and I do the two sides, put some polyfill in, and I do part on each side here and leave a little bit, and then that way I can add more and move the polyfill around till I get how I want it and enough for me. And then I seal up the little bit that's left. But I just made like a heart balloon on that one. This one, I already have one like this. This one's my daughter's. It's Happy Valentine's Day. Again, one for each of us. Is this one? This one I didn't even notice it has this little, I don't know how well you can see it, the little pink trim down there. So I had to make sure I got that where it looked good. And could kind of show. And then the other one. And those two are different. You probably see, but when you see them together, you can tell they really are different. I just love this, both of the flower patterns. Again, one for me, one for my daughters. There's another one that I've got two of, one for me and one for my daughters. I did the XOXO, I did hugs and kisses on it. I think they turned out really cute. To try to get them to my daughters tonight. This one's just mine. It's the one that I got. This one I got at Meijer. All the other towels I got at Target in the Bullseye Playground. But this one I got at Meijer, which is a Midwest grocery store, kind of similar to like a Walmart style. You have grocery and household goods and clothing all in one store. It says, "At least my cat loves me." I like that one. I'm a cat person though. This one's mine. I didn't realize my daughters didn't have one like this. I took the one that had "I love you" in the different languages and just put a heart that said love on it. So I actually have an extra iron-on of this one, which maybe I'll end up using it on a t-shirt. Because I cut two, I didn't realize until I went to put them on that my daughters didn't have that particular pillow. And then this one's the You Plus Me Plus Glitter. I wasn't crazy about this, and neither was my daughter. I've already done one for me, so I just put this on the back. It's so easy to do these with the Easy Press. Put the iron on, and then I've got two of this one. All the images that I used the iron-on for, I found in Cricut Design Space. I either owned them or they were Access. I think a lot of them were part of Access, even if I owned them, but this one actually was meant to be an outer heart with the little heart cut. This part was supposed to be waist. But when I did it, I realized the outer heart was really too big for the pillow, so I just used the inner heart. I still have the outer heart that I can use. I had peeled that out and kind of set it aside, because I'm like, oh, I could probably use that on something. And then when I went to do it, I'm like, oh, the other ones, I made it too big. I wasn't factoring in this, I guess, when I did my measurement. I forgot that it had that on there. Because I just measured one pillow and kind of used that for all of my things, and I forgot to adjust on this one. And that's really all I've done so far. I will kind of tell you, talk a little bit about the organized challenge since I have time here. I don't know if any of you are joining in. It's about using Tiffany Spalding's 4-section system, which is alphabets and numbers for the first section, themes A to Z for the second section, the third section is calendar, and the last section is rainbow. I organize all my craft supplies using that system. I really like it. I can find things really fast. I just need to do better at keeping up my paper scraps. I kind of let that one fall through, you know. I am not keeping near as many as I used to. I only keep them if they're like 6 by 12, or I'll keep 6 by 6 because I figure I buy 6 by 6 paper, but I try not to keep anything smaller than that, unless maybe I have like a 4 by 12 or something. But a lot of times I'll cut them down to card base size too, and I need to get back making cards. But next week will be paper. She has you start with paper because she feels you get the biggest payback. Because every project needs paper, so if your paper's organized and you can go find that, at least you can get started. I always start with paper, so you know, she actually says she files her scraps in her scrap rack. I put my scraps with my paper because if I put them in a different location, I know I won't use them, so I like them to be with my paper. I actually want to eventually get down with my solid colors that I kind of specifically buy brands and then keep that color together and any scraps right with that, like put them in a paper pocket like I have done with, let's see, this one here. This is one of her super size single papers, but you could use a 12 by 12 page protector for a scrapbook. I just happen to use these ones because they hold a little bit more than the regular scrapbook pages. I need more, but maybe that's something I'll think about, is just buying some 12 by 12 ones and using those for a while until I can afford to buy the other ones, because I can always use the 12 by 12 ones later in just scrapbooks. But I want to do it like this and then just put any scraps right in that page and label it, which one time there was a little tab on this side, but label it with the color name and brand if I can. I want to try to get to that. I really wish I was near a Tuesday morning because I love the Basil card stock that they have a lot of times. A big package of the same color. I would just pick that up whenever I seen any, but which I did last time I was there. I picked up all the colors that I could find, but I don't get there very often because it's an hour and a half to 2 hour drive one way. So you're talking at least 3 hours in the car, which that's a lot of time traveling to go to Tuesday morning. Every now and then, we try to make a trip maybe a couple times a year. I have to always go to there's one, it's where my doctor's office is as well, one of the towns. So when I go for that, which is an annual visit to that particular doctor, unless something arises, which we always hope it doesn't, I go then, and then that's usually, I think in May is when I usually see him, and then usually we try to make another trip in the fall before it turns nasty, because we usually take back roads up there, and you don't want to be traveling those in any type of potential bad weather. We do occasionally make a trip into Gurney, and there's one there, because my girls like to go to Gurney Mill Small, so, and that's an even longer trip. That's at least 2 hours one way, so, but we sometimes make a trip there. So like last year, I know I went to that one once, and I went to the one up in Madison twice. That's where my doctor's office is. And then we went to one in Arlington Heights, because I went there to buy my Scrapbook Expo tickets, and there's a Tuesday morning right near it. So maybe if we make another trip, it's not that far from Schaumburg, and my girls wanted to go to Woodfield Mall, so we went there, and then it's about the same distance, I think, away as Madison, so I'm kind of in the middle of the two. At least time-wise. One might be closer miles-wise, but driving time-wise, they're about the same. So maybe if we make another trip there around the time that Scrapbook Expo tickets go on sale, maybe I'll get to make another trip there. So last year I actually went to Tuesday morning 4 times, but it's like from May to October, so I don't get to go from October to May. But anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my pillows, and like I said, I don't sew, so I just use hot glue along the edges. They're really simple. Maybe if you were really putting them to a lot of wear and tear, I don't know about the hot glue, but they're just decorative. They just sit and look pretty, so it works fine. time will tell how well it holds up. I have had a few where I've had to go in and add some extra hot glue, but I think that's just, I didn't seal them good enough the first time. Well, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.